ba ang method of piercing na ginawa sa akin? Magkano nga ba magpa-ear piercing? Ano-ano nga ba yung mga dapat mong malaman bago ka magpabutas ng tenga? Masakit nga ba siya? Hello friends! Welcome back to my channel. Today's content is another sit-down video, and for today, I'll be sharing with you everything about my piercing story, experiences, as well as my aftercare routine. I'll also be answering a few frequently asked questions about piercing. So if you want to know more about this, then keep on watching. Before I start, I'd like to put it out there that I am not in any way a professional with piercing or stuff like that. What I'll be sharing with you is just my personal experiences about ear piercing. Also, I'm not encouraging people na magpadagdag ng piercing nila, especially if your parents are not okay with it. Because I do understand na meron tayong mga iba-ibang opinion when it comes to piercing. So, if this is not your cup of tea, I would suggest mag-next video ka na lang muna. Alright, so to begin with, personally, I do have a total of 8 piercings. So, I have 6 lobes, 1 helix, and 1 gate. If you want to know about other piercing styles, I'll be flashing it on the screen na lang. Number 1. Ano nga ba ang method of piercing na ginawa sa akin? For my piercing, na-experience ko yung dalawang method. The first one is yung gun technique, which I do not recommend for hygiene purpose. And the second one is yung needle technique, which is more hygienic and advisable. The first time I got my piercing, it was just a random day. I went to the mall, then I passed by a jewelry shop. Then I said to myself, sige na nga, let's give it a try. And that's it. Sobrang bilis lang niya, and it was done with a gun. And the next thing I remember, meron na akong studs sa dalawang ears ko. And since I've never done my research prior to the procedure, I didn't know that gun piercing is a no-no. Luckily, wala naman naging infection sa dalawang ears ko. TBH, I can't remember if meron bang na-discuss na aftercare routine after ng piercing ko. Then for my needle experience naman, I just recently got it. Gusto ko talaga kasi ma-cure yung migraine ko. Since I can remember, I have aura migraine, which means my vision gets completely distorted and I keep on throwing up. I try to find ways on how to cure it, and thanks to the internet, I have learned about date. Sabi nila nakaka-heal daw ang date piercing, but there's no scientific evidence about it yet. So basically, we can definitely say if you should or should not get this type of piercing. But I figured out I'll do whatever it is to take my migraine away. Sakto naman kasi I have my 2 cousins na trip din pala magpabutas ng tenga, kaya naman nagsabay-sabay na lang kami. Nagpa-schedule kami ng home service. This time, needle naman yung ginamit. So, nagpabutas ako ng 4 na lobes, and then 1 helix, and then 1 date. I must say na maayos naman yung gumawa. The aftercare routine was discussed thoroughly. The needles were properly disposed, and the person who did the piercing was wearing mask, gloves, and lab gown. So if you want to book an appointment with her, the details will be in the description box below. Number 2. Magkano nga ba magpa-ear piercing? The average cost of an ear piercing is around 600 to 1,800 pesos, depending on the ear area. If you want to know the price list, kung saan kami napabutas, here is their updated price list. Number 3. Ano-ano nga ba yung mga dapat mong malaman bago ka magpabutas ng tenga? Choose the right earrings. By far, this is the most fun part of the earring process, choosing your studs. So be sure to choose the style you love, and it should be hypoallergenic to avoid irritations and allergies. It's important to prep your body for the procedure. Get plenty of sleep the night before, and make sure to eat first prior to heading to your appointment. Number 4. What are the aftercare tips? Be sure to wash your hands before touching your ears to avoid bacteria. Don't self-medicate. I was advised not to use baby oil or alcohol kasi meron siyang mga ingredients na harmful para sa ating tissue or skin cells. Do not change your earrings yet. Yung akala mo magaling na siya from the outside, pero yun pala, hindi pa pala siya magaling on the inside. So, ibig sabihin, hindi pa siya fully healed, meaning fresh pa siya. So, ang mangyayari kapag pinalitan mo yung kaagad-agad yung earrings mo, mabubugpog yan at magkukos ulit ng sugat. Also, baka mabaliwala yung pinambutas mo kasi pag tinanggal mo yan, may chance na magsara na siya kaagad. Baka hindi mo na siya malagyan ng hikaw ulit. Don't lie on the piercing area for a long period of time. Ginusto mo yan kaya dapat handa kang magtiis. Kung nasa dominant side mo when sleeping yung pinabutas mo, obviously, sa kabilang side ka muna humiga. Do not turn your earrings. Hindi yan katulad mo na pwede pa ikot-ikutin. But kidding aside, touching it will cause more irritation. Last but very important is to refrain from touching it. Just like turning your ears, it will also cause irritation. Number 5. Gaano ba siya katagal gagaling? I just want to put it out there that healing process varies from person to person. But the standard healing process should be at least 6 months to 1 year. Kaya kung hindi mo kayang maghintay ng ganun katagal, ay huwag mo nang subukan, masasaktan ka lang. Char. Number 6. What to expect when getting your ears pierced? Sa akin, nagkaroon siya ng bump. But don't worry, it's just normal. It's part of the healing process. Just make sure lang that you are cleaning your piercings twice a day and you will be okay. Pang 7, the very important question, masakit nga ba siya? Meron kang mafe-feel na pinch but it shouldn't last long. It will also depend on your pain tolerance. Well, basically sa akin, either gun man yan or needle man yan, equally painful siya. Pero not to the extent naman ay kamamatay mo. Para lang siyang kagat ng langgam. Pero, dragong langgam ha, ginusto mo yan kaya dapat is ganda lang. TBH, sa una lang naman talaga siya masakit. Pero for as long as hindi naman siya nagagalaw, then wala ka dapat mararamdamang pain at all. When completely healed naman, I would definitely say that it's worth the pain. So, ayan lang friends. I hope you enjoyed this video and sana nakatulong ako sa mga nagbabalak or currently nakapagpabutas na. Maybe you might want to consider the do's and don'ts that I've shared with you. So, ayan na nga. That concludes our video for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and show some love by subscribing to my channel. I'll see you guys on my next one. Goodbye and may God bless us all.